You know, it's that time of the year again when I feel like I need to watch all of Band of Brothers again.
Yeah, that's a fucking shout.
I haven't
That
seen.
is. I am down for that.
We should do that, like, right now. I don't know why we're doing this.
Yeah, but have you seen the Pacific Front? What's it called again?
The Pacific. It was called the Pacific.
Specifically...
Is it just called?
It was just called the Pacific.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was like called the Pacific Theatre of War, or like Band of Brothers minus Damian Lewis. But I love that guy with his fucking ginger ass beard, face. Anderson Paak. Anderson Paak. Paak. Californian musician, singer, rapper. So, we were going to look at something by this guy a little while ago, right? But then we didn't, for some reason.
Were we? I don't think that was true.
No?
We first saw this guy on the Games album. He featured in multiple songs on it.
We did.
And we liked at least 2 of them.
At least 2 of the songs out of the 37 songs on the album. We were like...
No, I think that he was on like 3 songs.
Yeah, he's on like...
One of them he was a bit
2.
shouty and weird, and some of us weren't sure of.
He's on like Cremshaw.
Yeah.
And he was on...
He's also on How Much... No, the Dollar one. The one that Dollar in a Dream.
Yes. And he was also on Dr. Dre's new album.
Compton. Yes. Yeah. He was, yes.
And he's pretty sweet. I love this guy.
Yes.
He's badass.
He's great.
He's been on our... He's on the radar, you know?
Yes.
He's there. He's blooping in.
He's
on the meep.
And then he slammed down a whole LP.
Oh, yes, it was jazzy, it was jizzy, it was funky hip-hop.
It was excellent.
I mean, don't count your chickens before they've gone home to
put my
chicken
chickens
pie.
in a catapult and I threw them at your opinion.
Oh.
Threw them. That's what a catapult does, it throws.
Well, first of all, can I just say what a great voice this guy has?
Yes.
Excellent. Interesting.
This album was kind of reminiscent of Pimp Butterfly. Had that really satisfyingly, consistently good production. Like every single song. I couldn't fault one song on this album.
On point.
I think there was one which I said bad production.
I mean, why?
Because I didn't think the production was like...
That makes sense.
The one thing that I had where I thought there was a song, I'm just looking for which one it was. Oh, The Seasons / Carry Me has maybe like a mile too much Final Crackle on it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's one of those things where it's like I like the idea, but it's slightly obnoxiously done. But apart from that,
that's a small qualm.
And that's a nitpick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was seamless.
Yeah.
Small qualm sounds like a fruit. Yes, but that's a small qualm.
It's like throwing up in the air like...
That qualm is rather small. It looks like you picked it before it was wipe. I turned into Jonathan Watts.
What the fuck is going on in this review?
I turned into Jonathan Watts, I'm sorry.
We're hunting qualms.
Back to the album.
Anyway.
What do you think of The Waters? BJ.
I thought it was good. I liked it a lot. I thought that one was where...
That was where it was kind of like the first hip-hop.
Yeah, that was the first one where I heard him and I was like, yes. Like, lyrically, he is like on fire here. He's doing good.
Yeah.
I like the stuff
Decent
he's doing
lyrics.
here.
That was when I really picked my ears up. I was like...
Yeah. I'd already... I was enjoying the sound of the first couple of songs. But the first couple of songs were a bit sort of slower and a bit sort of more of him singing and stuff. And then that
Kind of like
ooh.
Frank Ocean at points.
Yeah.
With also a bit of like To Pimp a Butterfly, as we said.
Yeah. I think the
those
bass
first
line
two
of that song was
songs.
like addictive.
Oh, the bass line on so many of these songs
Tension.
was just like fresh. They were real good, some of them.
Yeah. What were some interesting songs on this album? I know what. Track number 12, Your Prime. Did anybody else like have to go and check they weren't listening to Kendrick Lamar on that song?
There was a few of them.
I didn't like that song at all. Like,
Really?
I really liked
I
that.
liked it a
thought
lot.
It had a really interesting rhythm. This percussion was sort of built off kilter. I thought it was really cool.
I thought the beat was okay, but I thought the hook was awful, and the lyrics were just like the most dislikable thing in the world.
Oh, really?
You know,
I enjoyed it.
in
Like
the
that
song
lyrics,
Your
though.
Prime, he's just rapping about like how he's basically banging this girl, despite the fact that he thinks this girl's stupid, and he is like
a lot of
way
these
better
songs,
than this girl.
A lot of these songs are like love songs or sex songs. A lot of them don't have that much interest in them, but I never thought the lyrics were bad.
No. I'm not saying that it was a sex song. I was saying that it's a sex song that he's saying that.
Yeah, we get it.
Oh yeah, like you're really dumb and stuff, but you pass all your classes while I fucking like listening to Sammy Davis and stuff. And it just comes across as like, oh yeah, this guy's like the most arrogant person in the world, and he's just taking the piss out of this girl for not being smart.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I thought that the one where I noticed the lyrics and was like not sure, but I think it's sort of, I don't think it's done seriously enough. Don't think it takes itself seriously enough for me to get annoyed by it. Was Silicon Valley, where he's talking about trying to find a girl's heart behind her giant fake breasts.
Oh yeah.
I like that song simply because he says the phrase "tig old biddies," and
I hated
It
that.
was really annoying.
yeah,
He
that,
said "tig old biddies," and he also said "X spots the mark," which is just like, are you actually? Is that actually a
I
lyric?
love it, man. When I heard it, I was like, what is this doing? And as I listened to it, I was like, this is clearly like not taking itself too seriously. So I'm down with this. It's pretty funny, man.
all right.
It annoyed me.
Okay, Put Me Through, fifth song on the album.
Put Me Through, yes.
I was like,
Going all over
wow.
the place here.
I don't care. I don't care.
how
I'm
it should
going
be.
to where stuff is good or
That stuff is
interesting.
interesting, yeah. Go.
He was like, "Pow," and I was like, "Shit, he's a soul
Shit,
singer."
he shot me.
Oh shit, man.
Shot me like in the
It
gut.
was. There were points in this where it got surprisingly soulful and funky, and it really was just yeah.
Dude, like,
Yeah, that
great.
was.
Come Down, number 13 on the track. It was like I was hearing some
You mean on
James
the
Brown
album?
shit going on.
Yeah, there was a rad guitar on that. Really, but
And like
really
he's
cool.
got like just the voice. It's the way he says stuff.
Yeah, it's
it's
great.
like listening to the boss. So.
I thought as well some of the features on this album were really good. Schoolboy Q on Am I
Schoolboy
Wrong?
Q
That
was
was sweet.
good. That
Was
song was
fire.
great.
The Game on Room in Here. I thought he was good. I thought that song was pretty jazzy.
I thought he was terrible.
I thought that song
What,
was surprisingly
Game?
jazzy.
Yeah, I thought he was.
I really liked it because he wasn't doing his like standard thing either. He was sort of out of his element a bit. I feel Schoolboy Q was a bit as
Yeah,
well.
but
in
his
the
lyrics
style
were
of the
awful.
song. I liked it. No, I
he
liked it.
was being a bit more tame. He wasn't
Yeah.
going gangster rapping
It was
everywhere.
interesting. He had like
dapping on it.
he had less of the sort of contradiction stuff that he had a lot on his own album, where he's like, no, I'm trying to be super gangster, but like also like emotional stuff. But he was like, oh, I want to get with this girl, but you don't want. It's okay. It's cool, dog. It's alright. There was a lot of like.
She's got that Asian look about her. I called her my Thai. Like,
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty bad.
it's not emotional. That's just shit.
No,
That's emotional for the game, bruh.
I think there was.
Yeah, if you're calling him one-dimensional, I'll agree with that. But like, it was a weak verse from the game. I didn't like that at all.
No, I liked it.
But let me say the good stuff that I fucking found from this album. So
Yeah.
the first track was just insanely awesome.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Really chill and awesome. Another chill track to follow, and then it starts going into the hip hop, which was again like really good. Am I Wrong? I thought was a great track. The filter sweep kind of
That-
intro with
that had a
like,
synth in
funky
there,
bass was just awesome.
Which sounded straight out of Vice City. It
Ah,
had
yeah,
like
I can say
proper
that.
Vice City synth.
And
really liked that.
the feature Schoolboy
Yeah,
Q,
Schoolboy Q.
was really
had
good on
nice
that.
horns later on as well.
Oh, horns after
Horns were sick.
after
Oh, yeah,
his
that was
verse.
They were real nice.
Really good. Rhapsody was a great feature, I thought, on the next track,
Yes.
Without You.
Yeah.
What else have we got going on here? And then also the last two tracks, Celebrate and The Dreamer, I thought were both really good. There was no bullshit in Celebrate. It was just a decent R&B.
Yeah, it was just a nice sort of catchy R&B song.
track. The problems I did have with the album was that pretty much, not every track, but almost every track had a skit at the end of it. I didn't like it.
Quite a few.
I don't
of
think
them
they had like
that sort of stuff.
a lot of them didn't have like skit stuff. They just had like a radio,
Some sampling, yeah.
like a sample or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still like someone talking and you've just got a sample of someone talking.
I liked it.
But
I thought it was.
I thought it was overused.
I think maybe it's about what we're used to listening to before, because, I mean, think of listening to, like, Food,
But there was a
and
skit
then
at the
calling
end of...
this overused.
There
It's
was
like,
a skit at the end of every track for the last 4 tracks.
yeah,
as a minimum.
near the end it got very consistent, but it was less consistent in the beginning, and it was always, like, just end, beginning sort of stuff.
Yeah. I wouldn't call them
And it wasn't
skits
too
either. I just
long.
call them samples. Like skits are
Yeah.
like those awkward like story things that Eminem would do.
and there's like all the noise of the city streets.
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
like
like,
really annoying.
Yeah, we're gonna go and.
Yeah.
We're gonna cap those guys.
Yeah, that's the worst.
We got.
when that shit happens
Yeah, I get that, but I'd still call it a skit, whether it's
No.
the same.
because it's just a sampled piece of.
All right then. Either way.
Either
So,
way, either way, he
also
didn't like
the
them.
song, what I didn't like. What was it called? Where was it? Where was it? I might have made it up. Might have fucking made it up. Oh no, there it is. Waterfall. In brackets, Interluuube.
Interluuube, yeah.
I didn't read that. I just read it as interlude.
Nah, it was
Oh.
lube
Interluuube
with
for
3 U's. And I was like, I'm not going to like
think-
this track.
I think that
and then
was
I
by
listened to
far
it and it was
the-
actually pretty good.
I think it was. I didn't dislike it, but I thought that was the least interesting song on the album.
I feel like the
And
majority
it's
of the
meant
stuff
to be
we're
an
saying,
interlude, so it kind of makes sense.
it
but
sounds we're painting a negative picture of this album, which was
it's
fantastic.
great. Yeah, I think I personally like every song on this album.
Yeah, same.
The interlude is a bit boring, but I don't think it's bad. Every song on this album I think is good, and a lot of them I think are great.
Is it me or is hip hop in a really good place right now? Like,
Excellent, yeah.
and also, what's with
No,
all
man,
these like,
hip hop's dead. Hip hop's been dead for like 30 years, man.
what's with all these like massively long hip hop albums? Like, this album was over an hour long. I mean, the Game's albums were like, I don't know, 2.5 hours or more.
2:35.
Yeah. Shit. And yeah,
Yeah, man, it's good. I like it.
You know what?
J Rock's album was pretty long, and that was really good as well.
yeah. You know what I'd like to see out of this album? Just because I like instrumental albums, I'd like to see the instrumental of this album. Just like purely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
That'd be sweet.
I think Room in Here would be kind of crap with it was just an instrumental.
Some of them wouldn't work, but a lot of them would be
Some
real
of them
good.
wouldn't work.
Some of them would be real good. I would, if Silicon Valley, if there was an instrumental of Silicon Valley, I would really like that because I think it had like some pretty epic sort of synth stuff going on there. Some little like it wasn't too like big. It wasn't like Flux Pavilion epic, like huge things. But when it like sort of dropped and it had all the big synth stuff coming in, I was like, oh, this is cool. I like this a lot. And Lite Weight, spelt the wrong light for lightweight, was pretty heavy. I like that a lot. It was kind of housey. There was another one on.
Yeah, there was like a housey song I really
Lightweight.
liked.
It was really cool, and I liked it a lot. I was like, this is pretty heavy.
Which track
Yeah.
was that?
Lightweight.
Yeah, but what number?
I don't have them
9.
numbered. I'd have to count for them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it was a decent track.
Okay, so favourite tracks, guys?
My favourite are Am I Wrong, Lightweight, Room in Here, and Your Prime.
Okay. James?
The Bird, Heart Don't Stand a Chance, Am I Wrong, Celebrate, and The Dreamer.
Okay. I'm going to go for Come Down, The Waters, and Put Me Through. Yeah, that's it.
Scores.
Wonderful. I'm going to give this, being generous this week, 8 out of 10.
I really like this album. I'd give this a 9 out of 10. I liked everything on this album.
Sweet, man.
7 out of 10.
Okay.
Got a little-
I feel like we're in a good place. Good place this week. Thank you ever so much for watching. Once again, Sonic Squeeze, Anderson Paak, Malibu.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Not going to say forever again. Yeah. All that stuff. Catch you later. Sit on flip flop. Latin.